Welcome back to Total Football. Premier League pre-match news conferences are done and dusted. We've got team news for every single of the 10 games, so let's run you through it all. We start off with the lunchtime kickoff between Luton and Tottenham. At Luton, midfielder Ross Bartley will play some part after missing the last 4 games. But defender Amari Bell, who went off injured in the first half of Tuesday's defeat to Burnley, is out. As for Spurs, Heung-min Son and James Maddison, who've both been carrying knocks, are both fit to play. Manor Solomon has had surgery after suffering a knee injury in training. Brennan Johnson remains sidelined with a hamstring problem. On we go to Turf Moor, and Burnley take on Chelsea. No major concerns for Vincent Kompany. For opponents Chelsea, Mikhailo Mudryk and Moise Caicedo are both available. Nicholas Jackson returns from suspension. Captain Reece James, by the way, back in training, but likely to return after the international break. From Turf Moor to Goodison Park, Everton boss Sean Dyche has no new injury concerns for the visit of Bournemouth, who have the same squad available from their defeat against Arsenal, with 6 players still out, and Tyler Adams has suffered another hamstring injury as well. On we go to Craven Cottage. Fulham defender Kevin Tete will miss out for a 4th consecutive game with a groin injury. That rules him out of the visit of Sheffield United. Tosin and Adama Traore also still out. Meanwhile, big blow for United boss Paul Heckingbottom. His captain John Egan out for an extended period with a foot injury. To Old Trafford, and Eric Ten Hag says that Anthony is available to start after playing the final 5 minutes against the Galatasaray in the Champions League in midweek. Game comes too soon though for Sergio Reguilon. Jadon Sancho not being considered for selection right now. For Brentford, who go to Old Trafford, no new injuries for Thomas Frankfurt. Ben Mee, Rico Henry, Kevin Charter, Mikkel Damsgaard, Josh Da Silva and Shannon Baptiste all unavailable for that trip to Old Trafford. To the Saturday night football, and at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace midfielder Eberechi Eze will be out for 6 weeks after injuring his hamstring last weekend. Michael Elise, Jefferson Lerma also absent with hamstring problems, but Odson Edouard may return. For Nottingham Forest, there are injury concerns for Steve Cooper. Nicholas Dominguez, Ryan Yates, both doubts with hamstring issues. Nuno Tavares is out until after the international break, and Danilo back in training, but still a few weeks away. Let's turn our attention to the first part of Super Sunday from the Amex. James Milner, a doubt for Brighton to face his former club Liverpool. He missed the draw in Marseille last night, as did another ex-Liverpool player in Adam Lallana. Pascal Gross will be assessed after returning from injury and playing the full 90 minutes, as will Tarek Lamptey, who came in for purposes Stupinian, the Ecuadorian, out for a month with a muscle injury. For Liverpool, they are without Curtis Jones. Diogo Jota, they were suspended after getting sent off in their last game. Cody Gakpo unlikely to feature. The knee injury he picked up at Tottenham is not as bad as first feared. On we go to the London Stadium. A tale of 2 Uniteds for West Ham. Mikel Antonio is a doubt. He missed their win over Freiburg. He hasn't returned to training. For Newcastle, Sven Botman is still out. Anthony Gordon is suspended. But Joe Linton and Callum Wilson could return. To the big West Midlands derby, Wolves against Aston Villa. The Wolves midfielder Jean-Ric Bellegarde is suspended. Santiago Bueno and Hugo Bueno, both doubts. For Aston Villa, they are still without Jacob Ramsey and Alex Moreno. Moussa Diaby and Boubacar Kamara could be back in the squad after missing out in Europe. And finally, last but no way least, the big one. Super Sunday Part 2. Mikel Arteta says that Bukayo Saka is in contention despite being taken off against Lens on Tuesday night with a muscular issue. Gabriel Martinelli remains unavailable. Manchester City still without Rodri as the midfielder serves the final game of a 3-match domestic ban. Bernardo Silva available. John Stones and Kevin De Bruyne will not feature.